pineapple upside down cupcake. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. Like always, I'm here once again with an exciting recipe, and this time it is a pineapple upside down cupcake. We've all seen pineapple upside down cakes being made. This is a smaller cake, which means it is a cupcake, and I'm going to do it in a muffin mold. Now whether you have individual muffin molds, whether they are silicone, aluminium, everything is fine. I have this silicone thing, which is why I'm going to use this. If you have individual ones, please do that. But the most important thing here is the recipe. So what do you do and how do you do and what all ingredients you need is all that we are going to see right now. So to make this cake, what do we need? We need canned pineapple slices, eggs, powdered sugar, refined flour, milk, butter, brown sugar, baking powder, vanilla essence. So to start off with, let's take the butter, to which we'll add in some sugar. You don't have to really mix this much. Just smoothen it out like this. So for which you can just use a wooden spoon, a spatula or any spoon, as long as you just make this into a mixture. Make sure the butter is at room temperature and it's not frozen, and do not melt the butter. It has to be soft butter. Remember, for any cake that you do, the butter has to be soft and not melted. So this is all smoothened. So we'll take a spoon. First we just need to divide this mixture into these molds. After this, just smoothen it or just level it inside. Just spread it like this, not very difficult, just use a spoon, but just that you have to do it quite evenly. So once you've done this, the next step is to line the pineapple. Now the pineapple slice is quite big as compared to this mold, so what we'll do is we'll cut it. So it's up to you, whatever design you want to do, you can do. So we can put half a pineapple here like this and just trim a little bit to see if it fits. As long as it fits. Okay, so you see this, I have created a pattern here. It's totally up to you how you want to arrange the pineapple. You can either cover it completely like this, or you can leave some gaps here with the sugar like this. So it's absolutely fine as long as there is a layer of pineapple followed by the cake mixture. So now to start off with, let's take some butter, and now we need to cream this. Cream this mixture till it is light and fluffy. In case if you don't have an electric beater, you can use a wooden spoon, but wooden spoon takes a lot of time and efforts at the same time. But nevertheless, your product is definitely going to be good and tasty. Just that this entire mixture has to be light, so if this is beaten well, then your cake also will have this nice good volume. Because cake is all about aeration at every step. While we do this, we are putting in a lot of air, then when we beat the eggs, and finally when we do the flour, we would be also adding in some baking powder. So all of these three steps, is there's ample amount of aeration, your cake is surely going to come out good. And it is not just applicable to this cake, but any cakes for that matter. And one more most important thing that we have to keep in mind is that before you start with any baking, you have to first preheat your oven, because the oven has to be absolutely hot when you put the cake inside. So before I started even lining my cake tin with butter and sugar, I had put my oven to preheat to 180 degrees Celsius. 180 is a magic temperature, like we all say, because cakes and cookies get baked really well at that temperature. Well, when you do breads, you may have to increase the temperature, but we will talk about it when we do breads. But right now when you are doing cakes, the temperature that we need is 180 degrees Celsius. So after we've added the sugar, after beating the sugar and butter, you see this mixture goes slightly whitish. When you began, it was yellow because of the butter, but now while we start beating, you see that the butter starts changing color and it has become quite creamish. Now what we'll do is we'll add egg one at a time. So one egg goes in. Followed by another egg. While you beat, make sure you gather all the butter again in the center of the bowl and then start beating once again. Okay, so after adding all the 3 eggs, now is the time to add in the flour, but we need to sieve this along with the baking powder. So here goes in the flour and the baking powder, and we have also to add in the vanilla essence. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now we'll add in the milk. Milk is basically to adjust the consistency, and a cake batter has to be always of dropping consistency. Okay, so this is done. As you see, I have left one piece of pineapple because I want to put this into the batter. So what we'll do is we'll just chop it up. So chop it as fine as possible. Yeah, like this. Just run your knife over it, but don't make it quite pulpy. So after you put in the pineapple, mix it once again, and in case if you feel that the batter is still gone thick, put in some more milk. Okay, after you've added the milk, mix it once again, fold this in well, and now we have to pour this entire batter into the muffin mold. So let's take a portion of this. So after this, just take a knife and lightly level it. Don't bang the mold, just level it. Use a knife or a spoon or whatever that you have, and just level it like this. Yeah. Okay, so this goes on the baking tray, and this goes in the oven. We'll bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes. So that will pierce a toothpick or a satay stick to see if the batter is still uncooked. In case if it's cooked, if the toothpick comes out clean, which means the cake is done, we will serve this immediately. But I would advise you to have it at room temperature, because the butter or the pineapple is going to be very hot, which we have kept at the bottom of this mold. So have it at room temperature or while it is slightly warm. So while right now this goes in. So the pineapple upside down cupcakes are done. Let's upturn the mold and just slightly pinch it so that all of it comes off easily. The best part about using this is that you don't have to grease it at all. Oh, lovely. You see this? The pineapple is turned nice and golden. You can serve this for any birthday party or even for any good tea time snack. This can be a perfect thing. You can make them even smaller if you want. If you don't want to have such a big portion of this cake, smaller, even tiny cakes can be made. As long as you know how to make it, how does it matter? So this is a simple pineapple upside down cupcake recipe for you. You should make it just the way I have made it and you will be super happy.